Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to discuss all of the products that I want to finish in 2024. At the beginning of the year I made a video with all the items that I want to finish, which is actually 50 products. And I'm going to talk you through today where I've gotten with them in the first quarter. We are a couple of days into April, so I thought I would do this video and film it to show you guys what I have completed so far and what progress I've been able to make. I won't go through all of the 50 products today. I will only go through the ones that I've been working on, either that I finished or that I'm currently working on. So before I jump into the first product, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So we have quite a long list of products to get through, so I'm going to start with the first one, and I'm just going to go in the order of my list. The first one is this foundation right here, which is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, which I have recently rolled into a product pan. You can see right there, it has moved a little bit, but not too much progress yet. But yeah, this is my daily foundation now. I'm not wearing it today though, but it is the one that I'm wearing most often. So I'm currently working on this one. I'm expecting it to be done in the next couple of months. Then the second foundation that I wanted to pan this year is my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation in the shade 3 Warm. This is one that I rolled in at the beginning of the year into my year-long product pan, and I have actually been able to finish this one. So you can see right here the progress line. So it took me 3 months to finish this product, and I really love this foundation. It's one of my favorites in my collection, so I definitely repurchased it again, but it's done and finished from this project. Continuing on with the base products, we actually have the one that I'm wearing today. So it's not a foundation, it's a concealer, but I'm using it to spot conceal today, and that is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser in the shade 7 Sand. It's a really good match for me for my skin, and I rolled this one into my last update of my rolling product pan, and I have used that much of it so far. So you can see it's moving along, and I'm sure that this one is going to be done in no time. I reckon it's going to be maybe like 2 months max in that project. It's moving relatively quickly, so yeah, I don't think it's going to take too much work to finish this one up. So this one should definitely be done by the halfway point of the year at least. Then next on my list, we have the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer, which I have not yet started working on, so I'm going to skip over that. The next product we have is a primer, and this one is one that I've also worked on a long time in my yellow product pan, and that one comes from Laura Mercier. This is the Pure Canvas Primer, which is a hydrating primer, and this one, you guys, is so close to being done. I talked about this one in my last product pan update, but it's super close to being done. I reckon this is only having like maybe like 5 more uses in it, so this one should also be done very soon. Then we had my Becca Under Eye Corrector, which I was working on in, again, my yellow product pan, and this one is done, so that is another empty. Then we are moving on to powders, and I have a couple of powders that I haven't started working on yet, which is the Chanel Natural Finish Pressed Powder. Haven't started working on that one yet, nor the Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder in medium. Still have those 2 left to work on, so those 2 I haven't touched yet. However, I have rolled in one powder into my yellow product pan to work on, and that one comes from Maybelline, and it's the Fit Me powder in the shade Light Medium. And I've had this one in for a couple months now, and last update, it was right here. It's probably a little bit higher when I first started, but I think it's slightly below that line now. It's hard to like get this one to sit straight, but I think it's slightly below that line, which means that I am over halfway through this product. Obviously, it wasn't full when I first started working on it, but yeah, I'm really happy with this, and I think this should be done this year, definitely. I was worried about this powder because it's a little bit dark for me, but I'm actually wearing this one again today to set like the perimeter of my face. It's probably still a little bit deep for me, like looking at my face compared to my hand. It's probably a little bit deep, but it's definitely going to work for me really well in summer. And yeah, I've been working on it. I just want to go for a lighter base today, so that's kind of what I did today. I trialed it a little bit, but I think it's slightly deeper than I would want it to be right now. But again, but again, I think this product is going to definitely get a lot of use once we hit the warmer weather. The next 2 products are both very close to being done, especially the next one, which comes from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist, and I've had this one in my deco panning for a couple of months now, and hopefully you can see there that is where I was when I had the last update, and it's now very close to being done. It only has a couple more uses left in it, so this one is definitely going to be an empty for the next update, so that's the next product. Then following that, we have this bronzer right here, which is from Physicians Formula. This is the body bronzer in the shade Bronzer. And I have recently repressed this one. I'm currently working on it in my year-long project pan. Again, I think this one should be done relatively soon. Not sure if it's going to be done this month, but if not, definitely next month. So again, I'm making some really good progress on this one, and I don't think it's going to be any problem finishing this bronzer up. Once I finish that bronzer up, I'm going to roll in my next one, but I haven't started working on it yet, and that is the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Matte Bronzer. And that one, again, I haven't started working on, so I'm going to skip over that. Next up, we are moving into highlighters, and I have a highlighting palette next, which I actually only count as one product. But this is the Sleek Solstice palette, which I'm currently trying to work on. I have been working on this product right here, which is the third shade in the palette called Subsolar. And I recently repressed this too. You can see I really hit pan up there. But I think this one is pretty close to being done too. It's pretty flat in there. And once I have finished that one up, I'm going to maybe start working on the other two. I haven't decided if I want to start working on this one again straight away or work on something different, because I have quite a lofty goals when it comes to highlights this year. But at least 1/3 of this product is soon going to be done. And whilst we're on face palettes, we have my Panda face palette for the year, which is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Ghost Edit palette, which looks like this. I'm panning it as my year-long project pan for Panda's face palette, and I'm making some really good progress, especially on the two center shades right here. But yeah, I think this one is going to take majority of the year to finish up, but I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, I think this one is going to be an easy one to work on throughout the year, and I've really been enjoying it so far. But it's definitely going to stick around in this project for quite a long time. I have a couple more highlighters that I also want to finish. The next one is a liquid highlighter from Pi. This is the Impossible Glow, and I've been having this one in my deck of panning for usage goal. And you can see it has, hopefully there you can see it's moved a little bit. It was like completely full when I first rolled it in. But yeah, I'm moving along on it. This is one that I want to completely finish, but in that project I only have a usage goal. So I'm hoping to get some headway on it in that project and then continue working on it in a different project later on. But that is the next one, and not too much movement on this one yet. But I think I'm going to reach for this one more in summer when I want to be like glowy and have more like skin exposed and stuff like that. So that is the next product. Then if that wasn't enough for highlighters, I actually have two more highlighters that I want to finish this year, but I haven't started working on those two yet. And that is the Kaleido Space Age Prophecy highlighter in Ray Rider and the Benefit What's Up highlighter. So those two I haven't worked on yet. Then we're moving on to blushes, and first up we have this blush right here, which is from Max Factor. This one is the Cream Puff blush in the shade Gorgeous Berries, which I haven't started working on yet. The reason why I brought this one out, even though I haven't started working on it, is because I actually had another one of these in the shade Lovely Pink, right? Yeah, Lovely Pink, which I did finish up in my year-long project pan. However, I can't find that packaging for the life of me, so I brought this one out to represent it. But yeah, I did finish up that blush completely, and it's like completely gone. You can check out that series if you want to check it out, like see what it looked like. But yeah, I brought this one out to represent. But this specific blush, I haven't started working on yet. Then lastly for blushes, we have this one right here, which is from NARS, and this is the shade Deep Throat, which I recently rolled into my year-long rolling project pan. And this one is going to take forever to finish up. I'm not expecting to actually finish it this year, but if I can make some good progress on it, I'm going to be pleased with that. We're moving on to eye products next, and first up we have an eyeliner which I really recently finished up. This one was in my year-long rolling project pan, and it was from Rimmel, and it was the shade Taupe, and it's like, I think it was like the scandalized eyeliner. I can't see it anymore in the packaging, but this one is finished. You can see right there in the tube that it has like broken off, and there's nothing else to really use in there. So this is another empty that I have finished up from this list. Then we have my Panda palette, which is also on the list. This is the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia. I'm doing some good work on this one. It looks like this on the inside. Recently finished up my first shade, but this is obviously also going to take a long time to finish, if I can even get through this whole palette this year. We have another eyeshadow that I haven't started working on yet, and that is Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Sea Siren. Haven't started working on that one. And then for the second Stila product, we have it right here, which is the Metallic Peach. What is this? Magnificent Metals in Metallic Peach, which is also a potted kind of product. This one I am currently not working on, but I have worked on it in my deco panning to hit pan on, and as you can see, I was able to do that. But my goal is ultimately to finish up this whole eyeshadow this year, which we'll see if I get around to doing. But at least I made some good progress on it this year. We also have a magnetic eyeshadow, or like a regular single, which is this one right here. This one comes from Glam Shop and is the shade Turbo Mielka, which I have been working on to expand the pan, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well. It's only this shade here that I'm trying to finish. The other three I'm just working on in other projects. But yeah, that one there I'm making some good headway in, and I'm expecting this one to be done this year, but it might take a little bit longer. The last two eyeshadows that I'm also working on, I've also done some really good progress on, and I have them right here. First up, we have the eyeshadow from Colourful. This is one of the Super Shock shadows in the shade Amaze, which looks pretty full still, but I did actually have a massive pan on this one and I repressed it. And if I haven't, I don't know if I've posted that video yet, but I did repress this one in a repressing session, and I think that one is going to go up after this video. But yeah, you can look out for that one, and you can see there how much pan I had on it, but it's moving along really well, and I'm excited to keep working on this one and ultimately get it out of my collection. And then the last eyeshadow that I'm working on this year is my Burberry eyeshadow in the shade Rosewood, which is a perfect brow shade for me, and that's also how I'm using it. And you can see right there that I have some good pan on this one, but it's going to also continue taking me a long time to finish up. This one actually is a massive eyeshadow with 2.5 grams, which is insane, but it works well for me. It's also what I'm wearing in my brows today, so it's an easy one to reach for every single day. It's just going to take a long time to finish. Then lastly on the list we have lip products, and I have a couple that I haven't started working on yet, but some that I am working on, so I'm going to go through them in order. First up we have my MAC lipsticks, and I'm working on, I want to work on two this year. One of them I haven't started working on yet, which is the shade Pink Pearl Pop. However, the other one I have. And that shade is this one right here, which is the retro matte finish in Relentlessly Red, and this is how much I have left of it. So I think it has moved a little bit this year, but I still have a little bit to go, so I'm going to keep working on this one. I have my Pat McGrath lipstick in Psycho Candy, which I also haven't gone around to using yet, but that one is also on the list. Followed by the YSL Rouge Pure Couture in 17, haven't worked on that one either, and neither the NARS Audacious lipstick in Raquel, haven't touched any of those three. Moving on though, we have a couple of shades that I'm working on. Let me pull those out. I'm currently working on three Chanel lipsticks. The one that I'm closest with and I'm expecting to have out pretty soon is the shade La Raffine, which is very, very close to being done. Hopefully you can see that right there. So this one is probably going to be finished very soon. However, the second one I am still quite far away from, and that is this shade right here, which is called Extactique. And you can see that I have a lot left of this one. I am probably going to struggle to finish this one this year, but I'm happy that I'm working on it. And then lastly, my most recent rolling is this one right here, which is the Rouge Coco Shine in the shade Boy, which is a really, really nice everyday kind of shade. I really have been enjoying this one. I think I'm already having some good progress on this shade because I've been loving reaching for this one since I rolled it in my Project Apocalypse last update. But that is the final Chanel lipstick. Then we have another one that I'm currently working on, which is from L'Oreal. This is the Balmain lipstick in the shade Fever, which is a beautiful orangey shade. This is how much I have left of that one. I also have a Colourpop lipsticks. This is the shade Upside Down, which is one of their matte X formulas. And this one I also have quite a lot left with. I'm using this one as a mixer lipstick mainly, but that is how much I have left to get through. Next on my list, we have another one that I'm not working on yet. I'm going to pull this one in for summer, and that is my Soap & Glory Sexy Mother Packer lipstick in Futuristic. So I'm waiting with that one. However, next up we have two Smashbox lipsticks. We have the B Legendary lipstick in Tabloid, which I am also getting lower on. I still have a little bit left of this one, but this one is definitely moving along. And then I also have this product right here, which is the Insta Matte Lipstick Transformer. It's just a mini size, but this one I'm also moving along on. I don't know if I can show you like how flat this one is getting. Like, it's not obviously empty yet, but it's moving along, and I'm hoping to have this one done in the next couple of months. Following that, we have a couple more items that I haven't started working on yet. We have two Tom Ford lipsticks, the shade Incorrigibly and Violet Fatale. Both of them I haven't touched yet. And as well as the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in Loyalist, also not touched yet. However, following that, we have two success stories. We actually have two empties. We have the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London, which is just like this nude kind of shade. I have finished that one up, as well as this lip gloss right here from Pat McGrath. This is the shade Dare to Bear, which I have also finished. So two empties from lip products. Following that, we have a couple more Pat McGrath lip glosses that I want to finish, and the one I'm currently working on is this one right here, which is the shade Naked Rose. And hopefully you can see there that the demarcation like around here, where it is settling right now, but I still have a little ways to go with this one. It's definitely going to take quite a few more uses, but it's moving along. Then I also have the shade Dreamscape, which I haven't started working on yet, and that is it for Pat McGrath glosses. We also have the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Hot Chocolate Fantasy, which is one of her mini glosses. I also want to get through that one this year, but I haven't touched it yet. Lastly, for the products I have to show you, as well as lip glosses actually, we have my Sigma Renewal Lip Oil in the shade Tint, which I'm currently working on, and I don't have too much left. I'm actually below this line already. It's just not settled right now because it's been laying in my handbag. And this is also the lip gloss that I'm wearing today. It's a really good, comfortable lip gloss that I throw on. It's great for my work bag, which is where I keep it normally, but this one should also be done very, very soon. Then the very final item I haven't touched yet, and that comes from Charlotte Tilbury, and that is the lipstick in Lucky Diamonds, which is also the last product on my list. So those were all of the products I'm currently working on. Out of the 50 products that I want to finish this year, I have finished 6 so far. So obviously I'm not quite there, like halfway or like a quarter, I guess, through where I should be. I'm definitely behind. However, as you can see, I'm working on a lot of these products, and some of them are more long haul or are also really close to being done. So I reckon by my halfway point of this project, I'm going to be doing much better. I don't think I'm going to be quite 50% there with like the products, but I'm at least expecting to do much better than I'm doing right now. But I'm still really happy with how I'm getting on with these products. So that is going to be it for this little update on the 50 items that I want to pan this year. Let me know how many products you finished so far this year if you're tracking it, and also how you're doing with your panning goals. But I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you guys are, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.